Just about set to go now. And on the mound today, Carlos Rodon.
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats. With Tatis at the plate, we're looking at a player that is never going to be considered boring. He's an electric player that manages to make plays most players wouldn't consider trying. And he plays the game his own way. It's a big reason why he's considered such a fan favorite. Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Rodon checks over to first, and he's back. Tatis gets his lead at first with nobody out. Luis Ariz stands in.
We got full count.
And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Man at second. Runner goes again. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw. And now they have runners at the corners. Here's Manny Machado.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And there's a ball.
2-2 to count.
Fair ball. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Next pitch is outside.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
The pitch. Runners on the move. Puts a bunt down. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
And here comes Sander Bogarts. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Rodon ready. Here comes. High fly ball out towards left field. That's back. Hits the fence. 1 runs in. Machado doesn't stop. Heads for home. Tag, and he's out at the plate. Here's Jason Hayward. Rodon sets and deals. Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Here's Elias Diaz. Swing and a bouncer towards third, but it kicks foul. Rodon fires. And that one lifted in the air center field. Bellinger settles underneath it, brings it in, and that is that. Back at Yankee Stadium. And on the hill in this one, Nick Pivetta. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
And it's into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Pivetta, with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts, and right now it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Aaron Judge comes to the plate now. We think of home runs when we see Judge, which makes sense because, well, he hits a lot of them.
Yeah, you're right about that, Boog. In fact, Judge hit 300 home runs before he reached 1,000 hits. The only other player in MLB history to do that was Mark McGwire.
I think of home runs with that guy, too.
Yeah, same.
Close, but called a ball. And the count is 2-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now it's the DH, Eggy Rosario. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. On the ground to Jazz. Slings to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's a speed threat. Brandon Lockridge. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Hard hit left side. On to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr.
2-1.
And it's fouled away. Swing and a ground ball, and that one finds its way through, and that extends the inning.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just
runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw to second, and he's safe. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely. And now
runner on the go again. Pitch in for a strike. And the throw's off line. Safe at third. That's to third. Tosses to first. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the second, and the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. That clips the corner.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Here is Goldschmidt. Next pitch misses outside. 2-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Just off the outside edge. Full count now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 1 out, bases empty. Fights it off. You'll see another. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. 2 down, bases empty. DJ LeMahieu stepping in now for the Yankees. Fastball for a strike at 95. 2 outs, bases empty. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Diaz on to first. In time. So the drop third strike. All set for the start of the inning. Now Machado up here. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start.
That one ripped. And that's going to bang against the wall.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So a man aboard. Now here's Jake Cronenworth.
You know, these Padres doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored.
There goes the runner. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Bellinger makes the grab, and there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
On the ground, 2 ball. 1 at second. And it's a double play to end the inning. Back in New York as we go to the last of the third. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Pitch misses there, and the count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Went with the sweeper for the strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Count full.
Another one, and that makes it 7 consecutive strikeouts. And here's Alex Jackson. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Tatis makes the grab for the second out. So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Gonna count 1 and 2.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
Out to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. And the inning is start of the 4th. Here's the left fielder, Jason Hayward. Outside low. 2 balls and a strike. Saying 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in 1 game, and before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
Bellinger puts it away for the out. 2 down.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's a hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely. Stepping in for San Diego, Brandon Lockridge. Next pitch inside, and it's 2-1. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Step off, throw to first.
No, he's in.
Rosario back on a dive. The 2-1. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. To the right side, Chisholm throws to first in time, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's Cody Bellinger. Ground ball right side. The rise. The flip to the pitcher covering. 1 up, 1 down. Here is Aaron Judge.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution. Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
Got him swinging. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. 2 outs. Late with the swing there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll do it. Luke Weaver taking over on the mound. He last pitched 2 days ago. Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Lifted in the air out to left. Grisham settles under it. Corrals it. And there's one down. And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here comes Manny Machado. And Manny gets a piece. Wild pitch. Catcher gets a piece. And the runner stays where he is. Arise leads off first with 1 away. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Bellinger drop step going back onto the track. And he makes the catch. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. There's a swing and a drive. Gone. Jake Cronenworth will touch them all. His 4th home run of the season, and they add a couple more. It's 5-zip.
You see how he stays square to the plate. He takes a breaking ball that's away, gets around it, gets it up in the air, and hits a long home run. Not exactly the way that you teach it in the cage, but you'll take the result.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Xander Bogaerts. Swing and a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 5th.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Time called.
Time.
Two down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. The 2-2. And a curve is down and in. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. The Padres leading by 5. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss, and he got him. It is 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whiffs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Hit on the ground to short. Bogaerts throws across the diamond, and the Yanks go quiet. Back here in New York, top 6. Now the left fielder, Jason Hayward. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
And now it's Elias Diaz. In the air, center field. Bellinger sizing it up. Stretches out and hauls it in. So here's the Padres DH, Eggy Rosario. And now it's 1-2. Good eye right there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And misses inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Line drive, and it goes just foul. Here's a high chopper. Volpe. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get the out. Bottom of the 6th inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. Fouls it off, still 1-2. On the ground. Machado throws to first in time. That takes care of Grisham. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Alex Jackson. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Into center. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. So the lineup flips over. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt. And it's even up. Jackson leads off first with 1 away. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. There's
He's
one.
out.
What a double play that was. Inning over. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Fernando Cruz.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And that's a base hit.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. That's a good sound coming off the bat.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Next to hit, Luis Arias. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that makes it 30 stolen bases for him this season. The 1-2. Now he breaks his bat. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. Manny Machado up to the plate. He's trying for third. That's in for a strike. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. This ball's chopped on the ground, and a foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. And makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. 2 outs, base is empty. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Center field. Bellinger coming on. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that.
Now on the bump, Randy Vasquez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That clips the corner. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all, and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
Here comes Aaron Judge. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
2-2 now. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. The Padres up big in this one here at the bottom of the 7th. Hard ground ball, base 9. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Breaking ball misses down and away.
2-1.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now a man into scoring position. Now here is Anthony Volpe. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Just outside. The count now 2-2. Ripped on the ground to second. Cronenworth throws on to first. That ends the frame. We go to the 8th. Now it's the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's in the dirt. 2-2. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. The throw to first, Bogaerts retired. Here's the left fielder, Jason Hayward. One down, base is empty. Outside corner, got him looking. So 2 down now, and here is Elias Diaz. Outside low, and it's 2-1. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. This one high in the air to left center. Grisham settles under it, and that'll do it. Back for more from the Bronx, and now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. That's inside.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And he walked him.
That's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
2 strikes.
Ground ball left side and foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Alex Jackson stepping in now for the Yankees. Cronenworth throws on to first. That is. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Scott Efros.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Bellinger sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Lockridge. And it's strike 2. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top of the 9th. That one ripped right center field. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And
to the right side. Jazz tosses to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. 2 down, base is empty. Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. They say you win. Plenty of offense in this one, Siggy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score and not as lopsided.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out. So bottom of the 9th, here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Chisholm checks his swing, appeal to third, no swing. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. On the ground to third. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. The 2-1. Late on that fastball. The Yanks with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing, and he breaks his bat. He beats it out, and the tapper turns into an infield single. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Ball to strike. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. Here's Stanton now. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2
Vasquez
strikes.
is just 1 strike away. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Bellinger, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
8-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton.